All right, so with all that, I'm going to share with you a quick video. I have permission from this little girl's mom to share our conversation from this morning. And as I mentioned, she's a kindergartner, and I think for young kids, if you can show the text on screen, it can be helpful. So you can both be looking at the same thing. So I just used Raz Kids, which is free right now. So I used that. I signed up for a free account and shared a text with her that I thought she might enjoy. You're going to see probably the same kinds of moves you may have noticed from other examples of conferring you may have seen me do. I'm going to state the purpose early on of what we're going to be working on. I'm going to let her have a chance to try, and I'm going to give her some feedback connected to that strategy that we're working on. And at the end, I'm going to remind her to keep going. It's short, 6 minutes. I think that you could do 6, 10, somewhere around there, minutes with each student. And depending on how many kids you have, depends on how many times a week you might see them. Maybe sometimes you check in for writing, sometimes for reading, sometimes for math. Without further ado, I'll play it, and then we can, I'll take a look at the comments, and you can feel free to jot questions and comments as we go. Hi there.
Hi.
You ready to do some reading today?
Yep.
Okay, remember last time we were working together, we were working on smoothing out our sentences, right? Instead of reading word by word, we're going to try to scoop under the line.
Yeah.
And I know that you loved that book about animals that I found, so I found you another animal book. Wanna take a look?
Yay.
All right, let's see where it is. Let's see where it is.
I can't wait.
You can't wait. All right, this one is all about night animals. Does that look interesting? And I know you know some things about bats, don't you? Because you've got some bats at your house. Let's go ahead and read this book. Here's another beautiful animal. Look at that. Can you read what that caption says?
Leopard.
That's right. And this book has a table of contents. This is going to tell us about the sections in the book. Can you read the different sections we're going to read?
Can't read that one.
This one says introduction, which is like the beginning. What's the next one say?
In the air.
Yep.
In water.
Uh-huh.
On land.
Yep.
Index.
Index. Yeah. Do you know what an index is?
No.
Index is a list of the keywords so you can go back and find the information. Okay, so here's our introduction. Go ahead and try to read that.
Some animals are active at night when this is dark. These animals sleep during the day while the sun shines.
You know what I heard? I heard that you were trying to sweep up about 2 words at a time, right? Mm-hmm. And you're trying to read those in groups. Can you go back and try that one more time now that we know all the words?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Some animals are active at night when it is dark. These animals sleep during the day while the sun shines.
It's always a little easier, isn't it, to go back and smooth out your reading after you know the words?
Mm-hmm.
That's something you could even practice on your own when you're reading, to go back and reread to try to smooth it out. That sounded very smooth to me. Let's try the next page. Whew, a lot of words on that page.
Woo!
Woo. I don't know if that
animal looks weird.
I know. I have never seen the animal before. I don't know if that caption.
I think it might be something that lives in Africa, I think.
It could be.
Like the bat-eared fox. I don't know.
It does. The caption, it's a very small print. You might not be able to see it. It says fennec fox. But it does look like a bat-eared. Yeah, right?
Yeah, bats have ears that big.
Must really need to hear things with ears that big.
Yeah. These animals have speckle eyes to help them see in dark.
So this word is special. Special. Okay.
These animals have special eyes to help them see in the dark. Most of them also hear and smell well. Their seasons.
It doesn't say season, but can we back up to this sentence? You said most of them also her. Can you look at that word again?
Hear.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? And it matches the letters.
And smell well.
There we go. Look at the first part of the word. S-E-N.
Sen.
And then that second part?
Sees. Senses. Senses.
Senses, yeah. Their senses
help them find food at night.
Now that we know the words, let's go back and smooth it out. A couple words at a time, or a few words at a time to smooth it out.
These animals have special eyes to help them see in the dark. Most of them also hear and smell well. Their senses help them find food at night.
So I will share this book with you and you can keep reading it. And you can remember that after you read and make sure you know all the words, you can go back and smooth it out, reading a group of words or a few words at a time.
That's only 4 pages.
All right, everybody. So there was an example of me working this morning with a kindergartner. And I hope what you saw is that it looks a lot like a conference. I wish I could point, I was pointing with my cursor. It looks like a lot like a conference if I was sitting side by side with a kindergartner working on a goal of fluency. I had a strategy. I coached her with the strategy. She got stuck on a couple words. Sometimes I helped her. Sometimes I just told her the words so we could practice the strategy that we were trying to focus on. And then as I wrapped it up, I reminded her what we're working on and that she can continue working on her own.